Ladies and gentlemen, today is not one of those days that we laugh. Okay? Today we had a bad day, and I don't want that day to ever repeat itself again. And for that not to happen, or for that kind of days not to happen again, I need your help. I need your family's help. I need your friends' help. So if you can do well and share this video with them, I'll be very, very, very grateful. Today we had a dead patient in our ward. By the time the guy was brought in, he was dead. Now, a young man collapsed in the middle of the market, where he was surrounded by a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen. Females, males, tall, short, young, old, dark, fair. Everybody just backed away from him. People backed away from this guy in fear. This guy collapsed in the middle of the market. His body started jerking, shaking vigorously and violently. Nobody was able to get closer to him and save this guy. By the time somebody brave was able to get to him, it was too late. The guy has choked and died off. Brought him dead to the hospital. When his parents came, you can know the tears that come out from the eyes of mothers. Mother was crying. According to the mother, his son had epilepsy since he was a child. So from childhood, this young man tend to manage these epilepsy episodes with medication. Tend to stay on his medication, make sure that he doesn't have seizures. But this young man had an episode of seizure in the middle of the market. Nobody, absolutely nobody was able to get closer to this guy and save him. All in the name of fear, and all in the name of this myth that people that have seizure are possessed. People that have seizure has something that is in them that when you touch them, you will have the same condition. But I'm here to tell you today that there is no epilepsy that is contagious. There is no seizure that you touch somebody and then you get it. By the time somebody brave got to him, this guy has choked and he died. I'm not going to mention his name, but he is 19 years of age, upcoming, building his life, and everything that he has dreamt for, everything that he has wished for, everything that he has worked for is gone. Not because he had an epilepsy or epilepsy killed him, but because people were ignorant and people were afraid. That was what killed this young man. I don't want anybody to have this problem. I don't want anybody dying like this. That is why you and I are having this conversation right now. When you see somebody under an epileptic attack, what you're supposed to do is that you should stay calm. When you stay calm, the next thing you're supposed to do is to make sure that you clear the area surrounding them. When there are sharp objects over there, when there are objects that can hurt them, you make sure that you clear the environment and make the place plain and clean. Nothing should be there that will be able to hurt them. Now, if they are not already on the ground, you get them to the ground. When you get them to the ground, please kindly turn them to their back. Make sure that their head is to the side. So they are on their back with their head tilted to the side. The reason why you are doing that is to make sure that you are clearing their airways. You are keeping their airway patent so that when they breathe, air can pass through and enter their lungs to keep them alive. Now, when you are done turning their head to one side, please don't hold their neck. Don't hold their body. Don't hold any part of them. When you hold their neck or when you hold their head, what you are going to do is you break their neck because they are shaking vigorously. So when you hold their neck, you break their head. When you hold their head, you break their neck. Okay? So don't hold them. Don't put anything inside their mouth. No spoon, no ladle. That is what I've heard you guys have been doing. Don't put anything inside their mouth. Let them be. Okay? The next thing that I want you to do is to time the seizure episode. From when the seizure started, so the time you are timing, time it for me. Now, when it is more than 5 minutes, call an ambulance, call an emergency, call somebody, call for assistance, arrange for a taxi to take the patient to the hospital. And the last thing I want you to do is to stay with them till they regain consciousness. Okay? Thank you very much for doing that for me in advance.